very interesting news, of course, because to the best of my knowledge, one of the countries with whom we had the worst relationship, at least during the time of Gaddafi, was Libya. And now the very fact that the foreign minister of Libya has agreed to meet with the foreign minister of Israel, I think is a further sign of the development of the relations of Israel with Arab countries in the region. We are not only talking about normalization with Saudi Arabia, other states, Sudan, but now also maybe there is movement on the Libyan side, although I must say that Libya is now torn by civil war. And it is a very difficult time for Libya, but Libya continue to produce oil, can be a very rich country, and I hope that this meeting is a sign of further developments to come with Libya.
Yes, a very fast-changing reality here in the Middle East, and to that point exactly, Qatar. What do you make of the comments we heard from the Prime Minister Al-Thani? Obviously, the two countries have never been involved in a direct conflict, but Qatar has also been known to sponsor Palestinian terror groups like Hamas. How do all these things sit together?
First of all, factually, the foreign minister is right. There never was a state of war between us and Qatar. And by the way, when we established diplomatic relations with the Emirates and with Bahrain, they also stressed that there was never a state of war between them and Israel. That is also true. And with Qatar, we had an extremely complicated relationship. In the 90s, we had a very good relationship with Qatar. We had a diplomatic office in Doha. There were trade relations. There were scientific relations. But then came the second intifada, and from 2000, the Qatari ordered our office to be closed. And then for about 15 years, there was nothing between the two countries. Then, about 7-8 years ago, the Qataris started to send money to Hamas. And this is in connection to the question you asked, their support of terrorist group. But they started to send money through Israel. Israel knowingly allowed the Qataris to send money to Hamas first to better the humanitarian situation in Gaza, and secondly, maybe perhaps to try and rein in the terrorist activities of Hamas. And by the way, until today, even as we speak, Guy, the Qataris are sending money, this time not through luggages but through banks, are sending money to Gaza. So there is a cooperation between Qatar and Israel. And I think that if we achieve normalization with Saudi Arabia, I think Qatar will be one of the countries in line to normalize its relationship with Israel.